Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Finn and Bill face off. Will's turning point. Hope's new employee. Updated spoilers for the week of reveals for the bold and the beautiful before Will Spencer's moment of truth comes. John Finnegan and Bill Spencer will square off. There will be a lot going on in the CBS soap opera, so I hope Logan will also recruit someone new. First of all, Finn is going to have to deal with the unexpected revelation that Luna Nozawa is still alive. Luna will eventually acknowledge that she is staying at the Spencer mansion because she is transporting valuable goods when Finn questions her about it. Updates on the entire unpleasant Will incident and the pregnancy that ensued after that night will be given to Finn. Bill Spencer will argue with Finn and all the other important parties over whether Luna should be placed under unofficial home arrest or sent back to jail. Until Luna is back in jail, Taylor Hayes and Brooke Logan will both agree that Steffy Forrester should be kept out of this problem. Ivy Forrester will provide Elektra Forrester some advice and caution her about the difficulties that would arise if she stays in Will's life if he is the baby daddy. Before Bridget Forrester administers the paternity test, Will and Elektra will eventually share a heartfelt moment. When Bridget is brought in by Katie Logan, and her involvement in the paternity test procedure is revealed, Luna won't be happy. Katie will believe that since Bridget is involved, deceit will be impossible. Along with everyone else involved in this plot, Lee Finnegan will wait for the paternity verdict after apologizing to Rich Forrester for believing she could fix Luna. Will's moment of truth is approaching, according to teasers. Will he become the father of Luna's child? Or is there a surprise in store? When her half-brother, Deke Sharp, shows up to Forrester Creations seeking an opportunity to showcase his design school skills, Hope appears ready to hire him. Deke might be instructed to keep Hope out of the Luna loop, since he will be in a tough place about some information he is keeping secret. However, according to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Deke will likely be a part of Hope for the future's resurrection, and look forward to proving himself at Forrester Creations. Following Thomas's startling rejection of Hope's line, two designers step in. Updates and spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that when two other characters begin working on Hope Logan's resurrected collection, Thomas Forrester may feel like a designer snub. For Thomas, who has previously acknowledged that he has faced difficulties in both his personal and professional lives, this might be a major blow. Following his split from Paris Buckingham, Thomas is currently having difficulties and has no professional assignment to work on. Although it's obvious that Thomas needs something to focus on, Rich Forrester could think it was a mistake to have him return to work on Hope's line. Fans are aware of Thomas's precarious situation, thus it would be better for him to avoid working closely with Hope as this could rekindle his previous obsession. Additionally, it would probably be wise for Thomas to maintain some distance from Brooke Logan. It's best not to show Brooke and Ridge's remarriage to Thomas, even though it appears that he has accepted it. Ridge could support the idea that Thomas should remain in France with Douglas Forrester for his mental health. Hope may feel the same way and think about changing her course in life. Deke Sharp is eager to establish himself at Forrester Creations, so his timing couldn't be better. Deke is Hope's half-brother and a graduate of design school, thus it's likely that he will ultimately join the Hope for the Future team. Deke is obviously only starting out in the fashion industry though. It could be prudent to have Deke work with Zen Forrester Dominguez first because it could be risky to trust him for a major line revival from the beginning. Zen can advise Deke on how to make the most of his abilities, because he has designed for Hope's line in the past. Even though Hope might be confident in Zen and Deke as her new design team, Thomas might feel a little wounded if he is passed over and not reinstated as the main designer. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope for the Future will see major changes following Ridge's acceptance. So stay tuned for more developments in this fascinating plot. Elektra's grim reality and Deke's special request. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful hint to some crazy turns. Deke Sharp has a particular request for Hope Logan to start. Will Spencer and Elektra Forrester are confronted with the harsh reality of Luna Nozawa in the meanwhile. Let's discuss what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera, as you continue reading. First up is Deke, who aspires to become a fashion designer. Working at Forrester Creations is the young man's ultimate goal. The newcomer shared his dream with Deacon Sharp. Naturally, Deacon is totally in favor of his son, Little D. Additionally, Deke informed Remy Price that he was not permitted to communicate with Luna Nozawa. Will Remy actually be able to fulfill the promise he made? Luna will probably sneak out of the Spencer mansion to get what she wants, in my opinion. Additionally, it appears that no one is aware that Remy, the man who trailed Elektra, is Deke's live-in boyfriend. Deke asks Hope to help him get into the fashion industry in a sneak peek. Hope's career certainly can't take another hit, though, as she recently got her line back. However, they are related and Hope was given a chance by someone. She will therefore probably assist him. Fans can anticipate that Will be overcome with guilt. He was duped into sleeping with Luna. That night, Will really thought he was sleeping with Elektra. In any event, Luna is now pregnant and asserting that Will is the rightful owner of the child. In a sneak peek, the young man keeps saying he's sorry for hurting Elektra so much. But Elektra wasn't the only casualty. Now that I think about it, Will was more of a victim. According to Monday, October 6 spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Will probably wants to confirm that he and Elektra still have a future together. But as of right now, I don't see the jewelry designer making that type of commitment. Will is reminded by Elektra that he might be the father of Luna's child. The young woman seems to be taking Ivy Forrester's, Ashley Brewer, advice to heart. What is the plot thread you are most excited to follow? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. Rich blasts Lee and Luna's crazy story for Finn Katie's doctor. According to spoilers for the upcoming 2 weeks of The Bold and the Beautiful, Katie Logan is hiring a doctor, and Luna Nozawa is going to have a crazy story for John Finnegan. Here is what fans might anticipate from Rich Forrester's criticism of Lee Finnegan. Sharp will visit Hope Logan at Forrester Creations during the week of Deke to seek assistance in landing a position there. Deke's request might make Hope very happy because she's starting anew with hope for the future, and needs some help from a designer. That could be the news that Luna has survived, though, as Deke will be anxious about something he's keeping from Hope. Deke might face pressure from someone in the hidden circle to temporarily hide the Luna surprise from Hope. Finn will respond to the news that Luna is still alive and will have many questions. To keep Finn informed about Luna's using Will Spencer and becoming pregnant, she will tell a fantastic story about why she is living at the Spencer estate. While Ridge lashes out at Lee for her behavior, Finn will be reeling from the entire scenario. Lee will bow down to Ridge and say she sincerely regrets letting Luna cause further trouble. They will believe that Steffi Forrester should remain out of the loop until Luna is back in jail with Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes. Even though Elektra Forrester loves Will, Ivy Forrester will have her confront some difficult decisions regarding her future, particularly if Will is the child's father. Luna will appear nervous about her arrival until Katie enlists Bridget Forrester, her dependable niece, to do the paternity test. Is it possible that this isn't Will's child after all? In any scenario, Bridget will conduct the test and ultimately provide the paternity findings, so the outcome should be the main focus of the drama as the week begins. After splitting with Hope, Carter Walton will turn to Daphne Rose for solace. Daphne will believe that Carter made the right decision in calling off their engagement, and will look forward to the moment when she can finally be his love interest. With the removal of her engagement ring, Hope will become closer to Liam Spencer. In the not-too-distant future, Liam might decide to make it his goal to put his own ring on Hope's finger instead. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, there will be some romantic upheavals during the next 2 weeks, so check in. We're talking about Hope Logan, of course, because her mother, Brooke Logan, stated in the most recent soap opera that she thought her daughter had never truly lost her feelings for Liam Spencer. The problem is that Hope and Liam's relationship may not have been one of love. Alternatively, it might be that Hope can't stop thinking about Liam because they are simply traumatized together. Hope went through a lot after she and Liam believed they had lost their daughter Beth after she was born, as many fans of The Bold and the Beautiful can remember. It turns out that Steffi Forrester was given the baby for adoption by the highly dubious Dr. Reese Buckingham. He paid off his gambling debts with the adoption money. After Hope and Liam eventually regained custody of their child, Hope's life has never been the same. She finds it difficult to trust anyone who attempts to get too close to her, including males. Furthermore, despite their past disagreements, Hope has been prepared to overlook Liam's constant back and forth between her and Steffi. That's because she and him have a true trauma link. Although there may ultimately be some love between Hope and Liam, it's possible that she wouldn't feel as strongly about him now if it weren't for the hardship they went through. Is it possible for Katie to have Luna's baby? According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Katie Logan is committed to putting Luna Nozawa back in jail and stealing her child. Luna doesn't intend to let this happen though. If it also happens to be Will Spencer's child, who will prevail in the conflict for Luna's child? It is unlikely that John Finnegan will attempt to obtain custody of Luna's child. Steffy Forrester probably doesn't want to be around Luna's child, and Finn doesn't want anything to do with her. This does not imply that Sheila Sharp or Lee Finnegan will not wish to raise the child. Of course, given that she staged Luna's death and has been hiding a fugitive, Lee might also end up behind bars. It's unlikely that Sheila will be able to get that child without Deacon Sharp. Will Luna manage to raise the child alone and keep it away from all of them? Nobody is considering Will's feelings on this child. Will might not agree with Bill's pressure to get an abortion. In addition to claiming custody of the child, Katie is also leaping in front of Will. Even though Will feels bad about having an affair with Luna, he might not want his child's mother to be incarcerated and forced to explain to the child why she isn't there. Because he is so busy attempting to explain to his girlfriend, Electra Forrester, why Luna got him drunk and slept with him, Will hasn't taken the time to consider what he wants. Will is attempting to inform her that Luna also claims to be pregnant, of course. After this, Will is unsure if Electra will even remain with him. Although Katie might think she can win custody of the child, she must consider the reality that the Spencers are not in charge. Luna wants to wed Will, and if she threatens to leave or anything, she might be able to use blackmail to get him to do something foolish like marry her. Will must have some control over his child's destiny. Will and Luna will have to decide what happens next. Of course, Luna might also lose the child, or it might not even be Will's. Who will be granted custody of this child in the end?